Welcome back to another Tech Tuesday with Mr. Tech Guy. Now today I'm going to be reviewing a robot vacuum. There's many of them about in today's world, but this came around about maybe 2.5 years ago now, and it's a Neato BotVac connected. Its actually model code is DC02. Now this robot Hoover in particular I've had for about 18 months now, 18 months to 2 years, and it's never let me down once. I've got brilliant reviews for it. There's really good reviews online as well. There's a few little hiccups which you get with most products online. A few people say it doesn't perform as well as it says. Me personally, I've not got an issue with it, and I'll tell you why. The features it has is brilliant, absolutely brilliant features. I'll talk through some of them now. So it's quite a nice looking robot Hoover. You'll notice that it's in a D shape, which some Hoovers are in robot Hoovers are in a circle shape, which is okay, but when it comes to getting into corners, the circle shape can't go into corners. The D shape goes into every single corner and gets all the edges as well. So it's really nice shape, really convenient and efficient. It's got a 0.7 capacity dustbin with its own filter, completely bagless, and it's got two different modes. It's got an eco mode and it's also got a turbo mode. Now the eco mode, if you ran it on eco mode, you get around about 120 minutes on it on a single charge. It picks up a little less dirt off your floors, but it runs at a lot lower decibel noise level. If you put it onto turbo mode, it will pick up the most it can do. The battery life will suffer a little bit, but it will go up to about 69 decibels on the noise level. Now it's all Wi-Fi enabled, it connects straight to your internet, as long as you've got a 2.4 gigahertz connection, which most internet is. That'll be absolutely fine. It can connect straight to the internet. You can connect it through your mobile, so download the mobile app and connect it through the internet on that. It's also got a number of different accessories that come with it. So I'll talk with the accessories first. So on the reverse of the robot Hoover here, you can see it has a side brush, which is for doing all the sides of your room, and it's also got your main brush down in the middle. Now if I just take this main brush out, you'll notice that it's what we call a combi brush. So it's in a spiral flute shape and it's got half bristled and half rubber. Now that is for if you've got an area, or if your house is of different floor types, so you've got some hardwood, some hard surfaces and some carpet, then it will be able to do both with a single brush. The wheel's height adjust as well, so if it does go down into a different level, it will automatically height adjust to the surface it's on, which is a really good feature. It's got several sensors on it as well, so if you did have it upstairs, so you can put it at the top of your stairs and it won't fall down. So there's a few drop sensors at the side, on the underneath there's a few drop sensors, and there's also a sensor at the side. Now that's just so it knows where the side of a room is, so it doesn't actually collide with anything on the side. There's also another sensor which is underneath the little Neato logo. So actually underneath there's another sensor, where it's called laser point room. So it uses a laser to navigate its best way around your room. So what it will do is it will come off its charging port by itself when you tell it to come out by the app. It will come off its charging port, it will sit just around one side of the room, and it will just scan that room and know the shape of that room, and then it will start going around the edge of your room, and then it will start doing your stripes. So it's really efficient cleaning. With using this laser room control, this route planner, it actually saves a hell of a lot of time. You've got a lot of Hoovers that just use bump-to-bump technology, which mainly just it does what it sounds like. So it goes up to a wall, it bumps into that, it turns around a little bit, it goes to the next object. As soon as it bumps into that, it then turns a little bit. So it can take several hours to get round the route you want it to go round. Whereas this efficient route planner takes half the amount of time, because it knows exactly where it's got to go, where it has been and where it hasn't been. So it's really nice little route planner. It's got a couple of buttons on it, on the Hoover itself, the two down at the bottom, and then it's also got an LCD display which shows you information. So it shows you if you're connected to the internet, it also shows you settings as well, what firmware you're running on, and stuff like that. It also tells you if you're in eco and also turbo mode, so you can change all that on the Hoover itself. Now, if you did have a spillage of any type, so you'd spilt some cereal on the floor or you'd made a mess on the floor and you wanted to just clean that little area, it's also got spot clean, which is a button here on the bottom of the Hoover, which is just 9 little squares with the middle one highlighted. Now that mainly just, you'd put that into the middle of the area that you want cleaning and it will just do a little square around that area. So it won't do the whole house, it will just do the little square. You've also got a house button on the right hand side of the Hoover which will do the whole house. So you could set that at the top of the stairs, let's say, so it doesn't have to go back to its charging port, so it's at the top of the stairs, you press the home button and it will do all upstairs and then go back to where you put it. So if you have got it downstairs, then it will always go back to its charging point when it runs out of charge, or if it's done its cycle, it will always go back to its charging point and dock itself. Now, another attachment that comes with it is a few single brushes. Now, this one's an all rubber brush, so if you've got all hard surfaces downstairs, I'd recommend using that one alone and not bother with a combi brush. If you've got a mixture, then get the combi brush. And there's also an all bristle brush, which if you've got all carpet, then I'd recommend getting that. Now, the price of this has actually come down a little bit since I brought it, but if you brought it directly from Neato, you're talking around about £730 from Neato themselves. Now, I'd recommend going on Amazon, because Amazon were selling it for £680, but it's just gone on offer and it's now around about £480. So you can save about £200 by using Amazon. So it's really, really good saving. There is some Hoovers that are cheaper, but we haven't got the efficient technology, so we haven't got the laser room scanning technology, so it just uses bump-to-bump technology, which is a lot less efficient and would probably take a lot longer to do your route. So you can actually put down set markers as well. So it does come with a couple of markers, so if you don't want it to go into a certain area, you can put down set markers, and as soon as it reaches those markers, it won't go into that area. So it's a little bit of a coned off area as such if you wanted to, so it won't go into that area. Like I say, it weighs around about 37 kilograms in weight. It's got a 0.7 capacity dustbin, like I've said, and it's a really good little Hoover. The D shape makes it really efficient, and it's really nice little Hoover. I've got it set up on my app, so you can get the app on your Android devices, on your Apple devices. You can also get it on your smartwatches. So if you've got an Apple smartwatch or you've got an Android smartwatch, you can actually start and stop the Hoover from your smartwatch. I've got it connected to the app, which I'm going to show you the app in a minute, and it's actually all scheduled in on the app. You can actually see your routes, so it gives you a scan on your phone of each room it's done, or the route it's done, and it tells you how much area it's covered and how much time it took to clean that area. So it's a really nice little app. It's really easy to use, and also you can connect it to Smarthome assistants, so you can tell your Google Home and your Amazon Alexa if you tell them to start Neato, it will start cleaning. It will just come out by itself and it'll start cleaning. So I'm going to show you that as well. So the next step will be to just show you the app, show you the interface of the app and how to use it. But from a product perspective and how it looks, I'd definitely rate it up there with some of the best Hoovers on looks, because it's a really nice looking thing. So we're going to look into the features and the performance of it next. So let's have a look at that app. So here's the app for our Neato BotVac connected. Really nicely laid out. This is the home screen you're presented with when you first go on it. It does say your nickname, so you can change your Hoover nickname at the front of the screen. So for instance, I've called mine Mr. Tech Guy's Helper. And it's saying it's ready to clean, so that means it's just ready to go. It's on its charging dock, it's fully charged, it's ready to go. So you can see its battery life in the bottom left hand corner, which is full in this instance. You can also tell it to start and stop at the bottom. And at the bottom right hand corner you've got cleaning options. So on cleaning options you've got the choice to change it from house to spot cleaning and also manual cleaning. So if you click on manual cleaning, a joystick will come up and you can actually move it about from your phone. You've also got your two modes that you've got for your Hoover, so Eco and Turbo. You can also change that on the app. So also in the bottom right hand corner of your home screen, you've got a cleaning summary. Now this is the actual scanned view of where it's been, when it's been cleaning, how much area it's covered, and how much the time it took to cover that area. So this is today's summary in my eyes. You've got your finish time, which is 8:15, so that's when it finished its route and went back to its charging port. It covered on 187 foot squared and it took 16 minutes to do it. So you can see by comparison to other Hoovers that use a bump to bump technology, it's very efficient. Using this laser route planning, it's really efficient way to plan your route and to Hoover up. It does it in no time. Now you can go back and it saves up to 30 days worth of scans, so you can go back and compare them on different days. Also in the top right hand corner, all that information is presented in bar charts, so you can see a cleaning time bar chart as well as the area clean bar chart. So it's really nice, good information to know about. You've also got in the top left hand corner your schedule. So if you click on robot schedule, this is where you can add your schedule. So to start at set times of the day, you can have them staggered, so you don't have to start at the same time every day. You can have it staggering. So I've got mine set for 8 o'clock on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I've got it starting at 11 o'clock on a Friday. So you can stagger them and you can change them around to when you're not going to be at home. Also at the home screen in the top right hand corner, this is where you can add Hoovers. So if you've got another robot, another Hoover, you can go onto this and add it. And you can also change its nickname here. So if you click onto the cog symbol or the little gear symbol, then it takes you to the robot settings. So this is where you can edit its robot name. And I've got mine as Mr. Tech Guy's Helper. You can call it any nickname you want. The good little thing about the nickname is if you've got it up controlled through Alexa or Google Home, when you tell your voice assistant to start Neato, it will reply back with the nickname you're given. So in my case, it will say Mr. Tech Guy Helper has started, which is quite a nice little feature. It's quite a humorous one if you come up with a few humorous nicknames. So it's nicely laid out. It's a good little app. It gives you all the information you need and doesn't overload you with information you don't really need. So definitely a good app. So another 10 out of 10 on the app here. So I'm going to show you the actual performance of it and it doing a little bit of cleaning now. So we're going to look into doing that. So I'm just going to show you doing a little bit of cleaning now. So if I go onto the app and press start on the app, you'll notice it starts straight up. So this is on turbo mode, so this is the loudest it will ever be. And you'll notice what it does. So it's just scanning around, planning its route, it's spinning around. So now it's done that, it's going to make a start. So you'll notice it's gone straight, and it's now just scanning the room again. So it will plan out its route before it actually does anything. So now it's just going into a different position, and it's just going to plan its route. So it's coming around the corner now, and it's going around all the edges now. So this is where it goes around all the edges of every room, and you'll notice when it comes into this room, it will just run around the edge of that door there. So there you go, it's coming into this room, it's running around the edge of the door, and it's getting into everywhere it can. So it's really efficient by using that method. Like I say, it's also got spot technology. So once it was gone around all the edges of the room on the house mode, it will then go on to doing the normal strips in the middle of the room as well. So I'm going to put it back into the centre here. I'm going to click it on the button. I'm going to just do spot cleaning. So I'm going to tell it to stop cleaning that route, and I'm going to tell it to do a spot. So you'll see in this mode, it knows it's in the centre of the area it wants to clean, and it's just going to do a spot going around it. So it's going to do a square around the area it's sat in now. So the same again, this is in turbo mode. So it's just going around the area that it started at. So you can see how the sensors are working, but it doesn't actually bump into the sides that often, but it just goes up to them and close to them. So the front of the Hoover is actually a bumper, so it's got a bit of movement there, so it can bump into things and not damage the main body of the Hoover. But you'll notice now it's just using that side brush to go around all the edges. And it will just carry on doing this until it goes back, or until it's completed an area of a certain size around where it started. So now it's done its area, it's going to do its stripes. So you can see how fast it goes by doing its normal stripes. So it's gone around all the edges first, and then it'll turn back round and it'll go on its next run. So now it will just do it in your normal common stripes. So like I say, first it goes round its outside, gets all the edges, and then it will go back into the middle and go do your common stripes. So it's really efficient, really good to have as a smart home item. It's one of the first things I went and purchased for my smart home, and it's ideal if you're out of the house a lot. So if you're in a family that works a lot of the time, or you and your partner work a lot of the time, then you don't really have much time for cleaning, you don't have much time for house chores. So you are going to need a little bit of help, need a little bit of assistance. And for £470 or £480, yes, it is a lot of money, but for something that performs better than what you can at doing the hoovering, and also is probably more efficient and saves you a lot of time in the long run, it's probably worth the investment. So the actual design of it, the look of it, I'd give it 10 out of 10. The app, I'd definitely give that 10 out of 10. It's dead good information on there. And the actual use of it, the performance of it, as we've just seen, is brilliant as well. So it's really efficient, really time saving, and it's ideal for somebody who doesn't like hoovering, is out all the time, comes home and doesn't want to start hoovering, doesn't want to start all over again doing the house. So it's ideal, and the amount of time it's going to save you, the amount of cost it's going to save you in the long run, definitely worth that initial £480 investment. So thanks for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Give us a comment as well if you've got one of these or you're thinking about buying a robot hoover. Give me a comment. If you've got any more questions, comment, and I'll get back to you with answers. So make sure, I'll put an Amazon link in the description as well to the product, so make sure you click onto that, buy it while it's on offer. You don't want to miss out on the £200 offer. So definitely 10 out of 10 on all factors, must have. So make sure if you're looking for a robot hoover, make sure you look into the Neato BotVac connected. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again next week for another Tech Tuesday. Until then, have a great week, and I'll see you later.